How to rebuild the tabernacle of Yahweh and go off-grid in 2021, while returning to his laws, statutes, and commandments without excuses or delays, all while healing the 12 tribes of Israel with plant medicine therapy, without interruption from heathens, while doing it safely. I'm going to teach you how to activate the Ultra Instinct, aka Godlike state, by giving you a chance today to completely change your life. By inviting you to transfer citizenship from Babylon to our off-grid Torah community. We are called to flee Babylon, and this offer guarantees it. My name is Izza, formerly known as Wrath of Heaven Aviyah, the co-founder of Exodus Medicinals, creator of Extremely High Frequency, Raising Heaven, or EHFRH. And since my spiritual journey began, I've woken up to the wickedness of the modern church, Muslim mosques, but especially lately, the Hebrew Israelite cults of the world. Here's what you will learn today. How to break free from the curses of Deuteronomy 28, once and for all. How to use entheogens to not just heal from trauma, illness, and disease, but to return back to the Edenic state, the same state as Adam and Eve. How to build and thrive in an off-grid Torah community with the laws, statutes, and commandments governing the land. Here's why this is important to you now. What modern religious cults have taught the world is dead wrong. They demonize the ancient sacraments of our forefathers. They demonize helping Israelites return to the incense and burnt offering laws for praise and worship of our God Yahweh. They persecute those who do the real works of Yahushai, also known as Christ, for those who don't know the real name, who gave plant medicine via holy oils and mushroom sacraments to the nation of Israel during his ministry. They also purposely withhold economic and business skills as a form of supremacy and pineal gland control over their sheep-like members. By the end of this webinar, and as you watch this entire presentation, you will forever be changed about how you view the state of Israel and personally empowered to create real change, maybe for the first time. If you want to keep your pineal gland open, activate your energy centers while maintaining a healthy body, this is for you. If you're tired of fake leadership within the Hebrew, Christian, Catholic, and Muslim cults, this is for you. If you're a Hebrew Israelite man or woman who wants to reclaim their divine authority on earth, this is for you. If you're a heathen who loves Israel and wants to serve in the 1,000-year millennial reign of Yahushai and have an easier judgment, then this is for you. If you have any undealt with trauma, whether it's from childhood or growing up, this is for you. If you're worried about Jacob's trouble, vaccine mandates, the mark of the beast, or the hour of temptation, and you want to be delivered out of it, this is for you. The house rules. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, this isn't for you. If you're not willing to invest into the rebuilding of our tabernacle of incense and burnt offerings, this is not for you. If you're not interested in sojourning and consecrating assets to the nation of Israel, this isn't for you. If you find yourself constantly lying, making excuses, and blaming others for your setbacks, this isn't for you. Before we continue, I have a confession. Prior to the knowledge of my Israelite heritage, I already knew that the manna from heaven was magic mushrooms. However, my initial conflict and questions were, why do so many Israelites all over the earth go through more hell than anyone else on the planet? I kept wondering why we were labeled as 3/5 of a human being, and yet have demonstrated superior talent, superior athletics and skills. We built ancient civilizations, some of the most advanced civilizations on Earth, and created all the technology that governs the Earth, 90% of it today. But for some reason, we're labeled as inferior. I was associated with the Great Millstone Hebrew Israelite cult from 2016 to 2020 in the hopes of getting answers to my questions. Little did I know I would be sucked into a cult where the precepts of men ruled its members, not the words of the Most High Yahweh. They abhor the holy sacraments and medicines of the earth. They fail to do acts of the apostles, and they definitely stand against the reconstruction of our tabernacle. I couldn't ethically sit back and keep my mouth shut any longer. After 6 years of listening to their horrible advice, my health took a decline and contemplation of suicide was a regular occurrence. Have you ever felt so low that you felt completely hopeless? One West Hebrew Israelite cults purposely disempower their members from reclaiming their portion of the kingdom by keeping them from searching out the entire matter, but bowing down to modern-day Sadducee and Pharisee precepts of men. Since choosing the scriptures over the precepts of men, my life has never been better, and it continues to improve each and every day. I went from being homeless to launching the #1 campaign that will rebuild our forefathers' tabernacle and off-grid biblical community. I did this by partnering up with my brother Shal Ben-Yamayan, a humble marketing genius who is helping and guiding this entire launch. Here are the facts. Vaccine mandates worldwide are coming. Water and food prices will skyrocket and become scarce. Babylon the Great, aka America, will fall, and it's only a matter of time before all hell breaks loose. That's why it's important to act now and not waste any more time. You're watching this webinar, you know what our mission is, and you're realizing this is the real House of David. If you can clearly see the lies of modern religion and Hebrew Israelite cults, you're probably wondering how you can contribute to the reconstruction of our holy tabernacle and off-grid Torah community. It's very obvious that famous church pastors and modern Hebrew Israelite cults today are truly satanic in conduct by casting away the entirety of the law and establishing their own partial righteousness. I'm not going to continue to tear down these cults in this webinar because people are already leaving them in droves, adding high attrition to their organizations to their inevitable collapse. By scheduling a consultation with our Exodus Medicinals team, you'll not only be contributing to reconstruction of our tabernacle, but will apply your security deposit to any of our products and services that best suit you. Whether it's herbs and medicines, whether it's e-commerce, affiliate opportunities, or you're feeling bold and would like to attend our plant medicine retreats. If you're still watching this webinar, it's self-evident this consultation is for you. This consultation is fully refundable with a 100% money-back guarantee. Because the truth of the matter is, we're only looking to partner with righteous people who honor commitments and can get things done. This consultation serves as a qualification process for citizenship in Mini Israel, which guarantees execution of the Torah law and safety and security for your family. The kingdom blessings of Israel are now available. Imagine living a lifestyle with no added chemicals, clean food and water, Torah law observation, consistent entheogen use, divine authority positioning, and financial economic prosperity. Imagine seeing and performing supernatural miracles with plant medicine that have been proven to heal all manner of sickness and disease, fulfilling true apostleship. Imagine seeing the Bible come alive right before your very eyes as the Most High Yahweh blesses you for your obedience. Here are the 4 steps to restoring the tabernacle of incense and burnt offerings. Step 1. Create a 3D rendering of tabernacle and Torah community. Step 2. Appoint judges, officers, warriors, priests, nursing fathers, nursing mothers, plowmen, chefs, carpenters, and servants. Step 3. Generate and raise $3 million in the next 4 months to create and build the tabernacle and build luxury homes on the land immediately. Step 4. Launch Traffic Community Co-op to spread this offer far and wide. Advertising packages are now available. Why is partnering with Exodus Medicinals better than any other ministry? Because Yahweh is true and every man is a liar. This campaign has nothing to do with either one of us, but it has everything to do with our Father Yahweh's perfect will being done. Welcome to Project Tabernacle Restoration 2021. The restoration of the house of David becomes real when you decide now to join us in this fight. A fully activated pineal gland, off-grid living environment, and proper worship of our God Yahweh is now available. If you want to make your calling and election sure, if you want to serve our God Yahweh perfectly by executing his laws, statutes, and commandments, you are a perfect fit for our society, and this is undoubtedly for you. Wasn't this webinar well worth the mere $5 you spent? Of course it was. But wait, there's more. The 4 pillars to a successful tabernacle and Torah community reconstruction. Pillar 1, daily consulting calls. Pillar 2, citizenship training and consecration of assets. Pillar 3, virtual weekly meetings. Pillar 4, live bi-monthly retreats for business, plant medicine, martial arts movement, and spiritual power development. The benefits of the call will bring clarity, vision, and decision. It will also help weed out the flunkies, the agents, the workers of iniquity, and all liars out of the ministry while ensuring only genuine brothers and sisters join. You will be paid up to 50% commissions on all products under Exodus Medicinals brand, if you are accepted. If lucky to be chosen to sojourn in our community, you'll even get a chance to build your dream home for a fraction of the cost in traditional deals. Why? Our goal is not only contributing 10% of all Exodus Medicinal sales to reconstruction the tabernacle and building our community. 100% of all donations will go directly towards our community project. A decent cob house can be built for anything ranging from 4 to shipping container homes, if inspected properly, can yield affordable housing, and you can turn them into a luxury home, the home of your dreams, starting at $25,000. Imagine finally being able to live in a Torah community where you can honor the ceremonial laws without excuses. Imagine burning incense on our altar and offering up sacrifices of praise and worship to our God Yahweh, the God of Israel. Imagine healing the nation of Israel with plant medicine, learning permaculture, and building up the kingdom of heaven. No more delay. If you'd like to talk with us right away, click the button below and schedule a call that best suits your schedule. See you on the other side.
All this propaganda and shit, everything on TV, it dirties your soul and it dirties your mind, son, to make you think about shit that you don't need to think about. And that takes away from the power that you actually have, because you're wasting your power on thinking about this or thinking about that. How many, and for real, son, I don't give a fuck about becoming a rapper, dog. I don't give a fuck about that, just as long as my kids and my family is genuinely happy, son. Genuine happiness, son. It's all I want for everybody, though. Not even just my family. For my worst enemy, I wish that for my worst enemy, son. Genuine happiness, dog.
A lot of people let go, surrender, go downstream. she sat up and it was just, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Holy fuck. I know it, like, ever fucking another drug again, like, ever. Holy fuck.
In that moment, I felt every single human emotion, like grief, joy, pain, sadness, gratitude. It, like, shook me to my core.
$6,000.
Holy fuck, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yesterday was the first day that I woke up with no anxiety. I feel like my anxiety is really just life trying to get in, and I've been constantly, like, damping that down and trying to push life away, and now I know that I don't have to live that way.
I feel like I woke up from this, like, terrible nightmare. Like, I just showed up to my life.
That experience was the most intense, profound experience that I've ever had in my life.
What is this? I feel weird.
You're on mushrooms.
Oh my god. I saw God, for sure.
And in that moment, I saw the truth about my existence. It sounds like a cliche, but it's just love. And I feel connected to myself. It's really, like, intense and beautiful. That experience was because of everybody, right? I couldn't have done it without.
I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer. My diagnosis was so bad that it was, they weren't giving me any chance whatsoever.
My diagnosis was kidney cancer. Finding out that you may want to get your affairs in order.
I first found out about the study when my oncologist gave me a pamphlet. He said, here's something that might be able to help you with the anxiety. And I was accepted into the study.
The most important thing is to remember that you're always safe, and a recommendation is that whatever is coming up, that you allow it, that you don't have to like it, but you say, okay, rather than trying to run away from it. Once a volunteer is enrolled in the study, they're with us for the preparation, the psilocybin sessions, and the integration follow-ups after. I have been a guide for around 350 psilocybin sessions, and then about 1,000 of the preparatory and integration meetings.
All right.
Okay. Okay, let's try that. It's really just about experiencing what comes up as psilocybin takes effect.
And the intense part of this journey, this world and things that mattered to most people, family and all that, that wasn't even what it was about. They say anything mystical can't be explained. It's something like that. It's a feeling of such immense power that you can't even imagine. I've never felt anything like it before. It was about being in a place of infinite space and just being there.
There's an experience of positive mood, sometimes open-heartedness, love, transcendence of time and space, and then finally it's thought to be ineffable. People say, I can't describe that experience.
In my mind, I said, okay, hold it. If I give myself over to you, can you promise me that I will be in at least as strong a shape as when I entered this room? And I felt a voice that I needed to heed. Do you think I would disrespect my own handiwork? This is
the voice from on high saying, do you think I would disrespect my child? And I felt so beautiful. I felt like I have never felt before. My sense of being loved, of being worthy of love, of being cared for, of being important to someone. It's huge.
Keep going into it. Doing beautiful.
One-third of individuals in the study said it's the single most spiritually significant experience of their lives.